just over 3 years after Martin Scorsese famously said Marvel movies are not cinema. Another auteur has chimed in with his take, Avatar filmmaker James Cameron. The 68-year-old filmmaker has started making the press rounds for his long-awaited sequel Avatar: The Way of Water, in theaters December 16, when he chimed in on both Marvel and DC movies in a lengthy interview with the New York Times. Cameron name-checked both Marvel and DC in the interview, stating he thinks all of the characters behave like they're in college, no matter what their ages are. "When I look at these big, spectacular films, I'm looking at you, Marvel and DC, it doesn't matter how old the characters are, they all act like they're in college," Cameron began. "They have relationships, but they really don't. They never hang up their spurs because of their kids," he added. "The things that really ground us and give us power, love, and a purpose? Those characters don't experience it, and I think that's not the way to make movies," he stated. Conversely, the main characters of his Avatar sequel, Sam Worthington's Jack Sully and Zoe Saldana's Neytiri, have matured, with the story picking up 15 years after the original 2009 blockbuster Avatar. Zoe and Sam now play parents, 15 years later. In the first movie, Sam's character leaps off his flying creature and essentially changes the course of history as a result of this crazy, almost suicidal leap of faith, he states. And Zoe's character leaps off a limb and assumes there's going to be some nice big leaves down there that can cushion her fall. "But when you're a parent, you don't think that way," Cameron clarified. "So for me, as a parent of 5 kids, I'm saying, what happens when those characters mature and realize that they have a responsibility outside their own survival," Cameron added. A vast majority of Avatar: The Way of Water is actually shot underwater in massive tanks, as opposed to the CGI approach used in DC's Aquaman and Disney's upcoming The Little Mermaid. When asked why go to those lengths, which included having his actors train with breath specialists to hold their breath underwater for longer than usual, the director had this to say. "Oh, I don't know, maybe that it looks good? Come on. You want it to look like the people are underwater, so they need to be underwater," Cameron said. "It's not some gigantic leap. If you were making a Western, you'd be out learning how to ride a horse," Cameron added. "I knew Sam was a surfer, but Sigourney and Zoe and the others weren't particularly ocean-oriented folks. So I was very specific about what would be required, and we got the world's best breath hold specialists to talk them through it," he added.